Hello and welcome to End Step. Maria, Eduardo, and Rich here after a great 2 days of magic here at the Pro Tour. And the first thing that we do in End Step is name our card of the day. And really, I think this tells the story of the tournament, Eduardo.
Yeah, history of Benalia, no question from me. We've seen these white aggressive decks kind of dominate the top of the standings all day, in the feature match area all day. Different takes, you know, green, white, Celestia tokens, red, white weenie, or really red, white, go a little bitter, Boros, but no question for me, history of Benalia is definitely the card of the day. We've seen it all day in the feature match area, and we're going to see it probably a lot tomorrow.
Yep, for sure. Great call there for card of the day. Plenty more where that came from.
All right, let's talk about team of the day, BDM.
Maria, for me, the team of the day has to be Musashi. This is the team that won the first Pro Tour Team Series 2 seasons ago, and they've continued to return this entire team. They had kind of a not so amazing last season. We're not there at the end of the year. I kind of like dropped them in my power rankings as we counted down the top 8. But Yuya Watanabe in the top 8, Shota Yasuoka and Toruya Kukamai still very much alive in that last round, playing for the top 8. A great performance by this powerhouse team, and they are my team of the day.
I love that boy band photo too. I'd buy that album. All right, what about match of the day? Tim and Riley are standing by with that.
Thank you, Maria. Well, you know what? There have been a whole lot of great matches today, but for me, it was the end of the draft, that final round that we had there, the third round of the draft, where we got a chance to see a slightly different tone to the round within the Pro Tour.
Yeah, look, it's not often that at the Pro Tour, there's not often a huge focus on the fact that Magic is a game.
A super fun game.
We sometimes lose sight of the core reason behind, you know, what this whole thing is about, which is having fun, having a great time. And Tim, for me, standing behind some of these players, behind Reed Duke and Paul Rietzel, behind Musashi superstars Watanabe and
Shota
Yasuoka, excuse me. These guys were just hanging out playing some Magic. I mean, in a tournament that's worth $250,000, sure, but the smiles on their face, the laughter, just the interaction, it was something that was a very refreshing reminder for me about what we're doing here.
Yeah, I tell you what, watching the match between Shota Yasuoka and our top 8er, Yuya Watanabe, they were giggling like school kids as they'd really used every part of the Buffalo to try and make some pretty spicy-looking decks in this Guilds of Ravnica draft format. Our match of the day, round 3 of today, round 11 of our tournament. Back to you on the desk.
Thanks, Tim and Riley. And oh my gosh, there were so many options to choose from for match of the day. Just incredible stuff. I can't remember a Pro Tour where there were more swingy matches to watch in the feature match area.
Right, and not just that the matches were good, it's that the decks that led to those matches being good were good. Those are obviously not a coincidence, but sometimes you get a couple of great decks that play out well. But here, it was very varied, and you got very different great moments out of all those great matches. It wasn't just one procession after the other. It was just a great day's Magic, it really was.
Yeah, really cool stuff. All right, BDM standing by with our player of the day in his lucky jersey.
Thanks, Maria. I'm here with young whippersnapper, relative to me, Michael Burnett. Congratulations, you're our player of the day. Playing competitive Magic for 20 years.
That's right. My first Pro Tour was about 20 years ago. And I think this is my 23rd Pro Tour, and I've never made top 8 or done well really ever before. So it's really exciting.
That's so crazy. That's so inspiring. I mean, really, like I want to go sign up for an RPTQ or a GP right now and play. I'm super excited about it. But obviously, a lot of hard work paying off for you here, and a lot of success on the Grand Prix circuit. But what's the closest you've gotten to this in those 24 Pro Tours you've played in?
Okay, so at Pro Tour Dragon's Maze, I had a win and in, basically. Came 1 game away from making top 8. Lost it. After I lost that, I lost the last round too. It ended up getting 26th place when it was top 25 that qualifies. So it was really pretty disappointing. That was a tough loss.
I imagine over 20 years of playing, you can accumulate quite a few bad beat stories along the way.
Yeah, that was the hard. I mean, I thought that was like my chance to make top 8. Like I thought that was it. Like I'm basically not going to get that close again. That's what I thought. So.
And then now here you are. You know, people always say that they always remember the bad beats more than they remember the sweet moments.
Sure.
How do they balance out here?
I don't know. Like I won the Grand Prix Las Vegas. That was pretty sweet. I think I remember that more than anything else. Like winning a tournament is pretty amazing, you know.
Yeah, no, that's great. How has Magic changed for you competitively over 2 decades? Like what's the biggest difference you see from that Pro Tour 20 years ago to this Pro Tour today, besides you getting to play on Sunday and having to rebook a flight?
Right. I don't know. I guess maybe the competition has stepped up a lot. You know, there's more like really good players. Back in the day, like being on a team had huge advantages, whereas today, being on a team, kind of the advantage is more minimized because of Magic Online, and that works out better for me since I'm not on a good testing team or whatever, so I can just play a lot of Magic Online and figure out what the field's going to bring and do my testing there.
How are you going to prepare overnight for your top 8 match?
I'm going to have dinner with my friend that I worked on the deck list with, and we'll just discuss some strategy, you know? That's probably about it.
All right, Michael Burnett, you've been waiting 20 years for this evening. You get to see if you can get a good night's sleep as you get ready to play on the Sunday stage. Yeah. Good luck to you. You're our player of the day.
Wow, thank you.
He certainly is. But there are 7 others who will be feeling every bit as pleased with themselves. Let's take a look at our leaderboard and indeed our final leaderboard here at Pro Tour Guilds of Ravnica. So the 8 people who will be in: Wilson Mock, 13-2-1, he's your #1 seed from Canada. Michael Burnett at 2, no teams for them, but 3 through 8 are all representing someone in the team series. Casper Nielsen of Denmark, Bolt the Bird. For Masashi, Yuya Watanabe is your #4 seed. Then it's Grey Ogre Games for Taejun Hao. Jeremy Desani for Haruya Sword is at 6. Louis Scott Vargas, Channel Fireball at 7. And Cardboard Live, Andrew Ellenbogen, the 136-pointer to make it in. Those 8 will come back tomorrow. Maria, what are you most hoping to see out of tomorrow, day 3?
I want to see a million beautiful History of Benalius chaining into one another.
Just night.
Yeah, you got
Boogie
it.
nights. We could do the little dance that the news does. We'll think about that. Eduardo.
I kind of want to see those games, but just because of how the players are going to have to navigate those matchups. And the truth is, I secretly am still in love with the deck that Yuya Watanabe is piloting, and it's going to lead to some of the most interesting matches of Magic tomorrow, as he pilots what I would like to dub the new Splinter Twin.
Okay. Well, Michael Burnett and Wilson Mock and Taejun Hao and Casper Nielsen and Andrew Ellenbogen are all going to bed tonight looking forward to their first Pro Tour Sunday. For Jeremy Desani, he's trying to make it 2 wins in 2 top 8s. For 2 Hall of Famers, they've seen it all before. Yuya Watanabe is in his 5th go-round. And Louis Scott Vargas just casually racking up Pro Tour #9. Well, that's all for tomorrow. We hope you've had a fabulous day with us today. When Pro Tours are good, we don't tell you that they've been great, but when they're great, we tell it like it is. This has been a great Pro Tour so far, and it all comes to a head tomorrow. Make sure you join us for all the action as we head into the final day of Pro Tour Guilds of Ravnica. Rich, Maria, Eduardo, saying see you tomorrow.